Track storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3. Weather coverage you can count on.
All right, Cammie, nice job with the mini golf there. The water ball, yeah. But yeah, it's going to be really cool to check that out. And hey, we got some nice weather in the forecast here going into tomorrow. High temperatures around 80. Perfect day for some mini golf. Before we talk about some changes going into next week, but something that I also want to talk about is the Northern Lights. We actually got another showing of it happening here tomorrow night. And conditions right now, the forecast from the Space Weather Prediction Center is similar to what we had back in May. So it could be a pretty good showing. And we've even had that here the last few nights. This was Sunday night. I went up to near Orinoco and got some beautiful reds there in the sky with the Northern Lights. And then we had another surge of it here Monday night, some greens and still some of the reds. And even last night, not as bright, but they were still out there. So 3 nights in a row, likely not going to be really seeing much of it tonight. It could happen as early as late tonight, getting closer to tomorrow morning, but more so tomorrow night is going to be the best showing of it. And the reason for that, I mentioned it earlier, the coronal mass ejection. So you get a big solar flare and a burst of energy gets released from the sun. You'll see it here just in a moment. There's that release of energy. That's what's coming towards the Earth, and it's going to lead to the Northern Lights here by tomorrow night. So we're talking about, again, levels similar to what we had back in May. If you remember that, they were very vibrant, just brilliant displays across the upper Midwest. They were seen as far south as Texas, and that's what we may have here tomorrow night and could stick around even into the early part of the weekend. And the good news tomorrow night is here we are at 10 p.m. We're tracking clear skies, perfect for when they do show up. And hopefully it's earlier on because we will start to see some clouds rolling in late tomorrow night going into the day on Friday. So we are keeping close tabs on that potential for the Northern Lights. We'll have updates here on KIMT News 3 throughout tonight through tomorrow as we are tracking that. We're also tracking something we talked about here quite a bit is some wildfire smoke, some haze building back in here across the region. Hopefully it's not too much of a hindrance on the Northern Lights as we get into tomorrow night, but we will be watching that as well. Otherwise, we're looking at clear skies here for the rest of this evening into the overnight hours. And then tomorrow, south winds kicking in. It's going to be a warm day. High temperatures right around 80 here for your Thursday before we talk about some big changes here going into the forecast here. We got 70s on Friday. That's the day we're tracking a cold front coming in, bringing us some clouds and temperatures cooling down. We got 50s in the forecast, and we are talking about freezing temperatures for the first time here next week.